Is this necessarily something that I want to do? No, absolutely not. But I'm putting myself in front of the camera once again just to get a feel for this. Only because I believed myself to be quite incompetent for some time after the most recent poem, and I'm having trouble, having a lot of trouble. So, this poem is called Highs and Lows, and also Ordinary. The weight of self is not a mountain. If it were a mountain, someone would have written a map for it by now. There would be ropes, there would be roads, there would be signs nailed into the dirt that say, "This way up, watch your footing, you are here." Instead, it is a penny falling from a pocket and vanishing somewhere impossible. It is kneeling on the floor with your face pressed against the carpet, because how can something so small disappear so completely? It is the smell in your shoes after rain. Not the rain itself, not the skies splitting open, or the flood or the storm drain swallowing whole streets. Just the smell. The strange knowledge that tomorrow morning you will slide your feet into yesterday and carry it around all day. The weight of self is wondering whether all fingernails should be cut at once. Two of them are longer, they know something the others do not. They have crossed some invisible finish line. So do you cut only them and leave the rest to catch up? Do you wait until every part of you has arrived at the same conclusion? What if waiting is its own kind of unevenness? Unevenness. What if growing is? The weight of self is standing on a subway platform as if there is a correct place to stand and everyone else was born knowing it. Too far forward and you are in the way. Too far back and you have failed somehow. Too close to the edge and your body becomes a question. Too far from it and you miss the doors and the train opens somewhere else for somebody else whose hands already know what to do. You watch everyone move with the confidence of water. They slip into spaces, they lean against poles, they know where to put their eyes, they know how long to look at a map before folding it back into themselves. Meanwhile, you are still trying to understand what standing is, what it means to choose a place to meet somebody, what does it mean to choose at all? This cafe or that one, this bench, this street corner, this hour, this version of yourself. What if they travel all this way and arrive to find only this? A person holding a location like a cracked bowl in both hands, hoping it is enough. What if choosing one place means betraying all the others? What if every doorway spends the rest of its life wondering why it was not entered? There are people who say do not overthink, as though thought is a faucet, as though the mind can be turned off with a hand still wet from washing dishes. What is overthinking in a world that doesn't think enough? As though there is not a courtroom inside the skull where every possibility takes the stand. This street because it is quieter. No, that one because there are more places to sit. No, this one because if it rains. No, wait, that one because what if they are tired? Wait, no, this this one because what if they think you did not try hard enough? Wait, no, that one because what if trying too hard is its own kind of failure? Round and round, a compass losing faith in north. 360 degrees of movement just to arrive again at the exact same inch of carpet where the penny disappeared. This is the exhaustion. Not always the large griefs, not always the governments, not always the future, and not always the impossible machinery of the world. It is oftentimes the teaspoon, the shoelace, the left sock gone missing, the text left unsent because which word first? The cup in the sink because what if it stays there forever? The nail growing quietly in the dark while you are busy trying to decide whether becoming should happen all at once or little by little. The world does not fall on your shoulders. It falls as dust, as droplets, as tiny unbearable things. And somehow that is heavier. Because nobody sees you drowning when the water is only an inch deep. Because there is no language for collapsing beneath what should have been easy. Because you keep waiting for your life to become large enough to justify the size of your confusion. When all along you were never being buried by life, only by its smallest pieces, only by the unbearable gravity of ordinary things. And sometimes I wonder how something so big can disappear entirely. This life is crazy. Always stumbling. It's just puzzling and perplexing, and this life thing collapses on the back of the smallest droplets. It's never the big things that get me, but the simplest, unimaginably simple things that stump me and that I trip over on a day-to-day basis. Thank you. As much as you may see me as some poetic individual, I somehow can't function in regular everyday life. Like, this is great, but I'm a lot worse off than you might believe based on seeing me. And I'm okay with admitting that because honestly, there's no point in feigning and making it appear like I've climbed Everest. If Everest is life, I'm a lot lower on that rung than you think. It's like the halo effect. I thought being able to do this like poetry stuff and whatnot would transfer over into everyday ability. Turns out my one decent capability doesn't mean that it will pour over into everything else. One cup is quite full, but the others are just dying of thirst. It's just an empty glass. I've gone on too long now. Later.